Hello everyone, this is Ketisha. In this video, I'm going to go through the AQA Combined Science Biology Higher Tier from 2023. Question number 5 is on the topic of homeostasis and response. In vitro fertilization or IVF can be used to treat infertility. Which hormones are given to women having IVF treatment? The hormones that are given is FSH and LH. Name the target organ of the hormones used for IVF. Now, the hormones that are given, FSH mainly, is follicle stimulating hormone, which is to basically make the eggs mature. Women's body allows eggs to mature one at a time, but by giving injections of FSH and LH, it allows the ovaries to have more than one eggs to mature. So the target organ is the ovary or the ovaries. Describe why microscopes are needed in the process of IVF. Well, the process of IVF involves extracting the eggs from the ovaries and then getting the sperm and then collecting the best egg and the best sperm and introducing them to each other to be fertilized. So you will need microscopes to be able to see the egg and the sperm. So to be able to select or check the eggs, to select and check the sperm sample from live sperm, to see injection or guiding the sperm to the egg, to see if the egg has been fertilized, to see or select developing embryos. All of these steps require a microscope. Question 5.4. Describe how the hormones given to women during IVF treatment interact with other hormones to prepare the body for pregnancy. So, the hormone, as I said, it stimulates the ovaries, but there are other hormones like what they have mentioned over here, LH and estrogen and progesterone as well. So you need to know the function of these hormones. The answer is the hormones FSH and LH are used in IVF, cause an increase in progesterone and estrogen levels to be produced naturally by the body. So when there's an increased level of FSH and LH in the blood, this causes the progesterone and the estrogen levels to increase. Progesterone and estrogen maintain the uterus lining. Uterus lining is prepared so that it is ready for embryo to be inserted or implanted in the woman. Scientists studied women who had IVF treatment. Table 1 shows the results. So you have women who received IVF is 450. Successful IVF treatment is 135. Calculate the simplest ratio of the number of women who had successful IVF to the number of women who had unsuccessful IVF. So successful to unsuccessful ratio. So the number of successful was 150. 135. So 135 to 450. And if you put that in the calculator, you get an answer of 0.3. But they want it in the form of a ratio. So the number of successful is 135 is 0.3 is 3 over 10. So 3 is successful, 7 is unsuccessful, right? So that's unsuccessful will be the rest. So the answer is 3 is to 7. Suggest one factor that may affect the probability of a woman having a child as a result of IVF treatment. Well, one of the main things is age that affects women, whether they get pregnant through IVF or not. But there are other cases, other reasons as well. So, age, obesity, fitness, diet, maybe the original reason for infertility, cancer maybe in the ovaries, the number of eggs that is being collected or the number of embryos that is planted, all of this affect the probability of a woman having a child as a result of IVF treatment. Give 2 arguments against the use of IVF treatment. Do not refer to cost or to religion as your answer. Why shouldn't women have IVF treatment? Well, having IVF treatment is a stressful process. It's not easy emotionally, and it's costly. And sometimes it can result in multiple births, which might actually put the mother in danger. And there's also ethical reasons in terms of what do you do with the embryos that is not actually being used? Do you store them? In the UK, you can actually store them up to 10 years. So what happens after 10 years? Well, after 10 years, you will either have to pay for it to be stored separately, or it will need to be destroyed. So, physical and emotional stress of operations. Success rate is rather low. Multiple births are a risk to baby and the mother. There are ethical concerns regarding embryos being created but not being used. That brings us to the end of question number 5, and I will see you in question number 6.